Now on Nightside, Shoshone County is under a state of emergency. We'll tell you what people in North Idaho can expect to wake up to tomorrow. And Western Washington is experiencing catastrophic flooding as well. A look at the rescue efforts and the damage.
I'm tracking more rain moving through the region right now. I'll let you know how much to expect and have your weekend outlook in the First Alert forecast.
You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. We begin tonight with some breaking news. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is looking for 2 missing kids last seen on East Sharp, a few blocks from Centennial Middle School. One is a 9-year-old white male with curly brown hair. He was last seen wearing a red plaid shirt and black sweatpants. The other is a 13-year-old white male with blonde hair and glasses. He was wearing all black. If you see either of them, you're asked to call 911. Well, Shoshone County declaring a state of emergency today due to the flooding in the areas of the Coeur d'Alene and St. Joe rivers. Here's video of the flooding in the Cataldo area. To help people, the Sheriff's Office has deployed off-duty patrol units, firefighters, and other first responders. The Sheriff's Office also offering sandbags at Bumblebee Bridge. Our Alexandra Conyards reports from the scene to show us how the area has been affected.
We are here in the Kingston area just off of I-90 on Riverview Road, and you can see how it has been taken over by water as this area continues to deal with flooding. Those who live near here tell me that seeing floods isn't new to them, but the extent and amount of this one is causing concerns.
So it's not a normal flood by no means.
Families in Shoshone County are left scrambling as flood levels rise and signs that once stood tall like this one disappear underwater.
We got the place in 2021, and this is the most we've ever seen. And from locals that I've talked to, said that this is like the flood they had back in '96.
Lawrence Sowell is the owner of CDA River RV Park in Cataldo, Idaho. He spent the last 3 days watching water climb several feet around his home, but he says others have it far worse.
It doesn't look like it, but compared to what I'm seeing up the river and the people being evacuated, all the RVs and stuff I've seen underwater today.
Around 3 p.m., the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office and Silver Valley Fire and Rescue evacuated families trapped inside their homes. Since then, deputies and first responders have spent hours filling sandbags to protect nearby houses and businesses.
Terrible for the property owners. It is an amazing sight to see, but you also feel bad for the people that have property that's being damaged by it.
Frank Durham has lived in Shoshone County for more than 2 decades. He says flooding like this in winter is rare.
It's horrible upriver. I feel really bad for all the people up there.
The impact of this flood is already hard to miss as more and more words disappear from signs like this one, once reading "drive slow, children at play," now nearly swallowed by water. In Shoshone County, Alexandra Conyards, 4 News Now.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us now to tell us when the heavy rains in North Idaho might be ending.
We have some rain in progress, but it's lighter and it is going to be tapering off by tomorrow morning. Here's a look at our Doppler radar right now. We've been watching this slow-moving band of precipitation moving into southern Kootenai and southern Spokane County. We'll zoom in a little bit and see that there's very light precipitation going on over much of the region, slightly heavier once we get down around Plummer, Fairfield, and Rockford. What is tricky about this particular area that we've been looking at north of I-90 in Shoshone County with our radar is, here's our radar site, which is just west of Spokane, and it has a hard time detecting that precipitation in this mountainous area. So it may look like it is dry, but we are actually seeing rain there. It is going to be considerably lighter than some of the heavy rain that we've seen this week. Our forecast radar, starting off at our current time, shows that band of precipitation dissipating and moving to the north. Here's 5 a.m. Friday with very light rain through I-90 in North Idaho, and then we'll continue to see things dry out through the day. Here's noon with mostly dry conditions, and then we're heading into a drier but warm weekend before the next atmospheric river moves in next week. Tomorrow, Friday, it's not going to be a sunny day, and it is going to be warm. We're going to start the day off at 45 degrees, warming up to a high of 51. 34 is our average high. I will be back with your weekend outlook in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. A state of emergency also effect in Washington. An estimated 100,000 people are expected to be evacuated from their homes in floods being described as potentially catastrophic and deadly. Governor Bob Ferguson calls the event historic.
So first, I'll say the next 24 hours could not be more critical. So on the Skagit River, for example, the river will be cresting tomorrow mid-morning. Again, that is expected to be a historic level on that river, just to be clear, historic level.
These floodwaters are impacting communities across the region. The town of Sumas near the Canadian border is several feet underwater, and all of the roads in the town are closed. In Skagit County, 78,000 people have been ordered to evacuate. These floods extend south to Pierce County and east to North Bend, where I-90 has been closed on and off due to floodwaters and mudslides. In Leavenworth, the city says due to severe storm damage and trying to restore essential services, the Front Street Park Lights and Christmastown gazebo programming will not run this weekend. Leavenworth, an extremely popular tourist destination this time of year, hopes to have the lights back on before next weekend once repairs and power restoration is complete. In Everett, over 120 dogs and cats needed to be evacuated from an animal shelter as the water levels continued to rise. The shelter put the call out for help and the community responded. Every single animal was placed in a home with volunteers and foster parents, keeping all of them safe from the flooding. Well, 6 firefighters from the Spokane Valley Fire Department have been deployed to help on the west side. The crew is working as part of a regional swiftwater rescue strike team alongside several Spokane Fire Department personnel. This deployment is part of the state's emergency response system where fire departments provide aid during major disasters. All right, switching gears to sports now. Gonzaga and UCLA meet in Seattle this Saturday in a huge rematch, Jack.
And the Bruins got the best of the Zags in Inglewood last season. So now presents the opportunity for Gonzaga to notch another quad one win against a Bruins team that hasn't quite found their footing this year. Zags and Bruins, again, they met in Inglewood last year, 65-62 UCLA win, despite a tremendous night from Graham Ike. The Bruins are now off to a 7-2 start, ranked 25th in the latest AP poll, but dropped a fairly respectable 4-point loss to a top 5 Arizona team, then a huge road upset to Cal. UCLA head coach Mick Cronin spoke on this rematch and what toughness the Zags showed in their last meeting.
I thought that we played extremely hard in that game. Tyler did not have a great game. We struggled to score inside. We limited their free throw attempts. They only shot 8, is what I would tell you. I thought it was pretty important.
Tip-off at Climate Pledge Arena is a late one. It's 8:30 p.m. this Saturday. A late night this weekend, too. One Coach Cronin was not very happy about later in that presser. And we have more basketball coming up later in the show. Rogers and North Central on tap for high school tonight. Derek, back to you.
All right, Jack, thank you. Big things are in store for the Northeast Community Center next year. Bank of America selected the organization as its 2025 Neighborhood Builder, which comes with a $50,000 grant. The check was accepted by the center's executive director, Dave Richardson, who announced his retirement at this afternoon's celebration. He's held the executive position for 9 years now, kickstarting the workforce training program and welcoming a multi-care behavioral health clinic at the center. He's passing the torch to Jenna Ray, who's overseen resident-facing program and services for years.
It's a launch pad for our new leadership here at Northeast Community Center. And we're going to use these funds over the next year for training and development so that we can understand financial sustainability.
Now, this grant offers executive development to both the executive director as well as up-and-coming talent within the organization. On Capitol Hill today, the Senate voting on 2 health care bills. These votes coming as Affordable Care Act subsidies are set to expire in just a few weeks. If Congress doesn't act soon, more than 20 million Americans could see their premiums skyrocket. ABC's Perry Russum has the story.
The motion is not agreed to.
High-stakes health care votes today on Capitol Hill as Affordable Care Act subsidies are set to expire at the end of the year. If Congress does not act, tens of millions of Americans could see their premiums skyrocket. 2 votes today in the Senate on 2 separate bills, one backed by Republicans, the other backed by Democrats.
This is not a political fight. This is not a symbolic vote. This is a life and death vote.
The Democrats' bill would have extended Obamacare tax credits for 3 years. Republicans pushing back on the price. The Congressional Budget Office says it would cost $83 billion over the next decade.
Obamacare has utterly failed to control health care costs.
The Republicans' bill would have allowed ACA tax credits to expire and deposit funds directly into government health savings accounts for those eligible.
Health care should work for patients, not for big insurance companies.
Democratic Senator Patty Murray asked if any Democrats would support the Republicans' plan.
Not with the choice issues in it, where they have made it that women cannot get access to an abortion through their plan.
Healthcare was a sticking point for Democrats, and this is the vote they were promised. Both bills failing today, meaning Congress goes back to square one. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Well, Canadian tourism is still declining in Washington, and local businesses are feeling the impact. Numbers from U.S. Customs and Border Patrol show the number of travelers coming from Canada into Washington is down from previous years in September and October. Best of Broadway, which holds performances at the First Interstate Center for the Arts, says that in 2024, it was selling around 100 tickets per week to people coming from Canada. But since April, that number has been cut in half.
We're looking at a few hundred tickets for every big show run that we have. Now we're counting our Canadian visitors into the dozens. The last show we had, I think we had 14 total tickets out of the whole run of 15,000.
Justin Koblich, the president of West Coast Entertainment, books shows for Best of Broadway. He says he hopes Canadians will come back to Washington soon. Well, still ahead, a look at the current closures on the west side, and we'll tell you when the inland northwest is expected to see dry, warm weather. Stick with us.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest. 4 News Now is brought to you by Tracy Jewelers. There's something new on MeTV weeknights at 10. Now, KXLY Plus brings you fresh news and stories from 4 News Now, streaming straight to your screen. Catch it on MeTV weeknights at 10.
Okay, there's the signal.
Okay, go. Hurry, he's coming. Have a good round.
See you later.
All right.
What's that?
Toolbox.
Okay. Santa's way sneakier.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops,
Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
New tonight. Time Magazine today unveiled their Person of the Year, the Architects of AI. I was expecting more enthusiasm.
Plus, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jimmy Kimmel Live, new tonight on ABC. 4 News Now is brought to you by Clark's Diamond Jewelers.
Well, welcome back. Take a look at this video from the west side taken by Snohomish Regional Fire and Rescue. You can see the water has reached above the first responders' knees in some areas as they work to evacuate people from flooding. And here is a live look at the travel conditions on the west side. Now, the areas marked with black exclamation points showing roads that are currently closed As you can see, there are a whole lot of them. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us right now, and I guess you could say we're lucky here in the metro area that we haven't seen it as bad as in some parts of North Idaho or North Central and Western Washington.
Right. We are sandwiched in between that Cascade rain shadow, and when things start to pick up again in the northern Rockies, things are going to gradually improve along the Coeur d'Alene River. This is the latest river forecast, and it does have things fairly high through tomorrow morning, above 46 feet, but will begin dropping mid-morning tomorrow. It's actually slowly going to be easing down a little bit earlier than that. Right now it is increasing, but not at the rate that it was earlier this evening, and should be in pretty good shape by 10 o'clock at night on Saturday. However, we have more wet weather coming in the forecast next week. Another atmospheric river, another good chance for some heavy rain. Live conditions right now, we do have rain in progress here at the KXLY studios. You can see the rain happening there, and wet streets in Coeur d'Alene. Temperatures are in the mid-40s. Our chance of precipitation will decrease fairly rapidly tonight as that wet weather moves to the north, and we're going to be dry tomorrow. Tracking our weather pattern, we have high pressure trying to build in for the weekend. That's going to push that precipitation to the north. Here's 7 o'clock on Saturday, but it will not be with us for long. It will already start weakening on Sunday for a little bit of light rain, and then by Monday, here comes that fetch of subtropical moisture once again, and we are looking at another atmospheric river and another wet, windy, and warm start to the work week. Our chance of precipitation, this 20% chance is from the overnight precipitation pre-dawn. 0% chance Saturday, a 20% chance of measurable rain on Sunday, and then that jumps for Monday and Tuesday as that next round of wet weather starts moving in. Temperatures, meanwhile, keeping in mind that our average high is in the lower to mid 30s. We are going to be in the 50s all the way through Monday, 49 on Tuesday, and then we do start trending colder, and there are hints in the extended forecast of some cooler weather coming, but I don't know if we're going to get anywhere near average during that time frame. Temperatures for overnight lows, as cold as it gets, is 34 Thursday morning. That's still above the average high for Thursday, which is 33 degrees. Also, the winds will be picking up with that atmospheric river Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Meanwhile, looking pretty good for a nice weekend. Great weekend to wrap up some Christmas shopping, or maybe collect all your Christmas decorations that got blown around during the recent winds and put them up again just in time for the next round of wind. Oh, what a beautiful sunset. This is from Janice Miller, and this is a Browns Mountain sunset. That's a pretty area, and haven't had a lot of sunset activity lately, but you know, it's at 3:58. If you want to take your odds and see if you can get a good picture, Derek, you have to, you know, stay up late.
Yeah, that's right. All right, due to the warm weather and winds we've been having, the New America Skate Ribbon in Riverfront Park has temporarily closed. The Parks and Rec Department says the equipment requires temperatures around 45 degrees or cooler to keep the ice ribbon frozen. They say staff expect to resume ice building next week with a tentative reopening date of the 20th. In the meantime, the city says all other attractions in the park remain open. All right, next on Nightside, how the National Guard is assisting people in flood zones on the west side. We'll be right back.
Later tonight on Nightline, the teenage girl who vanished in a small town. Modern DNA technology cracking the 40-year-old cold case. Could other victims be tied to the same suspect? Plus, Dick Van Dyke turns 100, the role he'd still like to play.
live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Your Greater Spokane Jeep dealers wrap up the year sales event is on. Now's your time to unwrap great deals. Current owners and lessees can get up to $6,750 in total cash allowances on select new in-stock Grand Cherokee models. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Or current lessees can lease a rugged Jeep Gladiator Sport S 4x4 for only $315 per month. Yep, just $315. These great deals and much more going on now. Hurry in today before these huge deals fly away.
And on that limb, there was a little nest, the prettiest little nest, that you ever did see, Now the nest on the limb, and the limb on the tree, and the green grass grows all around and around.
Life is full of surprises.
The green grass grows all around.
That's why we're giving you our best price on gig Wi-Fi for 5 years, just $50 a month. Xfinity, imagine that.
Engines rev, are you listening?
Fun to drive, fuel efficient.
Such beautiful stuff.
We're happy for miles,
Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again, Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
During the GMC holiday event, get a total value of over $8,200 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus, get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. We are professional grade.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gamma Knife.
Well, as thousands on the west side are being ordered to evacuate, local and state rescue crews are helping with the process. This video shows East Side Fire and Rescue in King County, as well as several other agencies pulling 2 drivers out of the floodwaters by helicopter. In Pierce County, crews have responded to 25 water rescues. The National Guard has even been called in, and right now 300 guardsmen are in Skagit County helping fill sandbags, direct traffic, and assist with those rescue missions.
Safety is our #1 concern, and people who are watching this at home, you are responsible for your first level of safety. Please be preemptive. Please get out. If you are in that defined flood zone, if you have a fear that you might flood, please get out.
Officials are urging people in evacuation zones to listen to and follow those orders. Spokane Police launching a new public data hub to help residents track crime and safety in their neighborhoods. The website just recently went live. It updates daily with information on crimes, car crashes, and police calls. Police say the tool addresses concerns that social media posts don't always provide accurate information about public safety.
If I want to see what is happening in my neighborhood, it's very easy to do now. People haven't had that before. This is a brand new functionality that we're offering.
The data shows citywide crime numbers are down from last year. Police Chief Kevin Hall says the goal is to help residents make informed decisions about safety based on actual data rather than social media perception. To view the dashboard, you can find the link inside the story on KXLY.com. The former University of Michigan football coach is in police custody tonight after being named a suspect in an alleged assault. University officials say a school investigation found credible evidence Sharon Moore had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. ABC's Rena Roy has the details.
Former University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore waking up behind bars today on allegations of assault. No charges have been filed. Police responding to a call Wednesday to investigate an alleged assault, saying the incident does not appear to be random in nature. Just hours earlier, school officials saying Moore, a 39-year-old married father of 3, was terminated with cause effective immediately after finding credible evidence he was allegedly having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member.
I was in class and got a little update on my phone from ESPN. We kind of looked at each other and we're like,
holy crap, like that was totally unexpected.
Within minutes, like everyone I knew was talking about it.
The school saying UM maintains zero tolerance for such behavior.
This is something that's been percolating at Michigan for the last couple weeks. There was initial flurry of speculation and an early investigation that died down toward the end of the regular season.
Moore was hired by Michigan in 2018 as a tight ends coach before becoming head coach last year.
One final sack for this Michigan defense,
leading the Wolverines to a 17-8 record in his 2 seasons at the helm. But the team has faced multiple scandals in the last few years, including former quarterbacks coach Matthew Weiss, accused of stealing private and intimate images of student athletes. He pleaded not guilty to the charges. In 2023, Jim Harbaugh, who was head coach at the time, was suspended after a Wolverines football analyst was accused of a scheme to steal signals from opposing football teams. Moore, who served as interim head coach at the time, also suspended for multiple games. Right now, the team is preparing for the Citrus Bowl. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
All right, the Central Valley Bears girls basketball team continues its unbeaten streak up to 31 games.
That incredible run keeps up despite a ton of lost great talent. The Bears are well on their way to more success, and we check in on the defending state champs. Story coming after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Plant Farm. Friday night.
It's thrilling. It's beautiful.
It's like going through a portal into this other world.
There is nothing like it.
Lightning in a bottle.
I get to do the coolest job on the planet.
Now, inside the mind of the man behind the magic.
My current attitude is we can do anything.
And what happens when Miley Cyrus joins the world of Avatar.
It's just such a phenomenon.
The amazing new Miley Cyrus interview. Avatar, a new era. Friday night on ABC.
So you only check it twice?
Nissan tests every model thousands of times. No wonder we're J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality.
Add a Nissan to your list at the Nissan year-end event. Get 0% APR on select SUVs for well-qualified buyers.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time.
A great time to buy Ranger, Maverick.
Slated. And F-Series.
America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Let's light them up.
Now that's some holiday power.
That's Holiday Pro Power onboard.
It's like a mobile generator.
Lease a F-150 SDX 4x4 for $329 a month for 36. Or purchase with 0% for 60 and no payments for 90 days.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers, integrated, innovative, inspired.
So you only check it twice?
Nissan tests every model thousands of times. No wonder we're J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality.
Add a Nissan to your list at the Nissan year-end event. Get 0% APR on select SUVs for well-qualified buyers.
The Central Valley Bears girls basketball team comes off a tremendous 27-0 state championship winning season, but they lost many of their top award-winning players. We went out to the Valley this week to check in on how these Bears haven't missed a beat. Losing a 5-star prospect is enough to derail most high school basketball programs, but not Central Valley.
We just come into practice wanting, we're hungry for more. It doesn't just stop with a state championship. We want it all.
The now Washington Husky Bryn McGoy led CV to last season's state championship, and the Bears kept it up with a now wild 31-game win streak.
It feels familiar. The way we run things is we are a winning program. We have that confidence, and we're we have to play to that standard every day.
With 7 state titles, CV always has targets on their backs, and even with 4 all-league players lost to graduation, the aforementioned standard remains high.
They were all so amazing, and they really helped lead our team. So just having people fill those positions, I think we really need.
Wherever we land is where we land, but I think we can be competitive. I think we can compete for a league title, and that's the goal. And we're just going to have to do it in a different way.
Dre Dombo is one of the breakout stars of this new team, shaking off old injuries to pace the Bears in scoring.
I mean, it means a lot because I've been working for this since I was little. It's been my sport since I was young, so finally seeing all of the hard work come and be acknowledged is great.
If she's ever fully healthy, the league's in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, and she's already doing great, but I mean, she's such a good kid. She's a hooper through and through.
Now Central Valley returns to the grind, a long march back towards the tough GSL schedule ahead.
In like middle school and stuff, I'm like, man, I get to go to CV. Like, this is gonna be, like, this is my time to shine. Like, it's a good school. Like, I've always known it, and now just being a part of it, it's such a great experience.
Well, it's fun getting to talk to them tonight, and we have more high school basketball on tap. Lakeside taking on North Central, a girls game tonight. Eagles already a commanding lead. Their defense that's fueling it. Blakeney White with the steal, passing to it open. Jillian Owen, and she cashes in the fast break off the glass for a couple more. And not long after, it's Lakeside again on the inbound, and Emily Winborn scores a lightning-fast lay-in, but there is some offensive life for North Central. Tough shot won't go. Great rebound in the second chance bucket from Michaela Mendez. But now the Eagles inbounding again. Kyra Mace recovers a little bit of a loose ball, takes it herself, nothing but net swish. Nice mid-range. Lakeside would cruise to a win 69-28. And to the boys, Rogers hosting Timberlake. High fives all around to the Hoop Fest youth team. Pretty great there. Kiana Ewan with the love. And he's going to pass the rock over to Hans Warwick. The open corner three is perfect. First made field goal tonight for Rogers. They're up 4-0, but the Tigers are right back on the other end. Wade Van Gundy bounce pass. Max Simpson, nice spin move inside. There's Timberlake's opening bucket, but the Pirate pressure remained relentless. Caden Worth doesn't have much room, but he makes it work anyway. That's a quick two, and Rogers would hold a halftime lead to a full-time lead, 49-37, the final. Davis Fogel, Gonzaga basketball's hidden gem this season. The true freshman buried in the roster, but he's still averaging more points per game than 4 players with more games played and double the average minutes. Head coach Mark Few spoke positively about Fogel's growth so far this season.
I like the fact he's being aggressive. You know, obviously he's got some real gifts, and similar to what I said about Mario, the next step for him is to start reading the game, making the right basketball play.
Fogel and the Zags have just a couple more days to go until their Seattle game, playing UCLA at Climate Pledge Arena. That's coming up Saturday night. It's a pretty cool Inland Northwest alum nights tonight. Former Gonzaga Prep Bullpup tight end Devin Culp caught his first pass of the season with his first touchdown catch of his career. 6-yard touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The 2024 7th-round pick caught that go-ahead score for Tampa Bay in the third quarter, helping set up a 14-point lead, which Tampa Bay would promptly blow, allowing their NFC rivals Atlanta to come back for the 1-point walk-off win. So, Derek, pretty fun night for me as a Falcons guy, but great to see the performance from a former Bullpup and Washington Husky. And former Vandal Caden Ellis played against him for Atlanta. He had 6 tackles and a TFL tonight for the Falcons.
Yeah, nice to see those local guys showing out. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.
We raise our hot cocoa mugs to you.
For you to have the most joyous and special holidays. And celebrate with family and friends. Like us. From our GMA family to yours, happy holidays!
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
During the GMC holiday event, get a total value of over $8,200 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus, get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. We are professional grade.
Your Greater Spokane Ram dealers wrap up the year sales event is on. Now's your time to unwrap great deals. Like 0% APR financing for 60 months on 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorns. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. That's right, 0% APR financing for 60 months. Plus, America's best full-size truck powertrain limited warranty. Hurry in today before these huge deals disappear.
If you have a vehicle you no longer need, you can give it new purpose through Union Gospel Mission. Simply go to ugmmotors.org or call 509-327-HELP to schedule a pickup. Your donation gives people like Tyler food, shelter, job training, and the opportunity for a whole new life. Be a driver of change. Donate your vehicle to Union Gospel Mission.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Raining right now where you are? It won't be for long. Rain will taper off overnight, mostly dry on Friday and Saturday, most of Sunday, and then it's back to the wet, windy weather and warm, the 3 W's.
Right. And of course, tomorrow morning on Good Morning Northwest, we'll be checking in on areas like the Silver Valley, who's had a lot of flooding,
yes,
Leavenworth, and all of Western Washington as well. So make sure you wake up and check the latest on all of that. We'll see you tomorrow.